Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar. The topic this time is Streamline Your Practice for Greater Success and More Satisfied Clients. This webinar is hosted by the ABA Legal Technology Resource Center, and speaking today will be Justin Farmer from Thomson Reuters Elite. The Legal Technology Resource Center is an ABA member benefit provided by the ABA Law Practice Division. You can find a variety of legal technology resources on our website at lawtechnology.org or our blog, lawtechnologytoday.org. Also be sure to check out the brand new ABA Legal Technology Buyer's Guide at buyersguide.americanbar.org. Justin has been with Thomson Reuters Elite for over 12 years and is currently Director of Product Management. Justin oversees the large law product portfolio, which includes solutions for financial management, business development, client and matter management, and risk management. Justin has more than 14 years of experience in the legal law firm industry. His experience has been focused on providing innovative software products and solutions to customers to help meet business and practice challenges. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll now begin the webinar.
Thank you. Hi, yes. So I wanted to discuss with everyone today in this webinar about the elements of what we are seeing from a Thomson Reuters Elite perspective in the area of client and matter management, which helps our customers and what our customers are doing in the area of creating value and transparency with their legal customers and building more efficiencies within the practice in delivering that value to the customers. At Thomson Reuters Elite, we look at this as the client and matter life cycle for a particular customer who is dealing with the practice or the law firm in general. And some of the things that we want to be able to share with you today is some of the insights on what our customers are trying to achieve in this area of efficiencies around delivering the legal practice to their customers, what challenges they are coming to us with, and what they're doing in the area of trying to achieve those challenges, whether they're through software solutions or technology solutions, which we will certainly talk about today, and other or more organizational solutions in helping provide the types of elements and operational efficiencies that will help deliver to that value. The overall goal really within the customers as we have them today is optimizing the performance of the legal business within a law firm. So a practicing lawyer providing that solution to the customer more efficiently, more effectively, and with greater satisfaction is really the key in what our customers are coming to us with. A lot of customers today are faced with many pressures within the legal practice and the law firm practice as an industry that they're trying to address. And a number of these things are coming through for various reasons. Increased competition is one area where our customers are increasingly focused on what they're doing to try to achieve and counter what it means to have more competition in the market. What's interesting is when you look at what makes up the competition and the increase of that competition in the legal industry, a lot of it comes through the additional value and headcounts that are added to law practices day in and day out, week in, week out. As we see that going forward in the trends, as we continue to grow the overall base of the practitioners. And then in an aggregate, Thomson Reuters Elite, following some of the market aggregate of legal demand, seeing that being rather flat over the last several years, increases the competition, obviously, for law firms to go after the legal business that is out there. So you see an increased competition more from an organic perspective of how you might expect it. But there are other pressures from a competitive nature that also play into this arena. For example, having the ability to pull in some of the legal practice work in-house. So corporate counsels building out the capabilities in their own organization to take on more of that work themselves. So this also increases the competition in which practitioners are finding themselves addressing. And as a result of this, we're looking more for how do we divide up the type of work that we can provide as a law firm to our practitioner and to our customers. And as a result, you look at more innovative ways in order to deliver that value and what you're proposing in that value. So we'll cover a number of these things as we move forward, but we really see this separating out into two kind of general areas and general conversations. One is around legal project management, and the other is around matter management. Legal project management and project management in general is not something new to the industry, and certainly not something new to law firms. It's really what is being driven from a customer perspective that is driving the need for more integrated project management and processes internally to law firms to help deliver to that to those requirements coming from the legal customer. Some of the big things here that we're seeing in the market are the ability to address a couple of scenarios and requirements. One is around predictive pricing. What is it going to cost me to engage with the law firm, and the law firm really using that as an element to ensure that to their customers that the value that they're getting is driven based on the cost that they're providing, and being more transparent about that up front so that customers can have a more predictive element to the value that is being driven and the cost that it will provide them for that legal service. That's one element of legal project management that has come into play. The other is really around alternative fee arrangements, where legal customers are asking their law firms to provide different types of fee arrangements, whether they're fixed fee or milestone-based billings. They want they're asking for different ways in order to, one, again, making the matter and the engagement with the law firm more cost predictive, but also ensuring that they have an understanding of the progress that is being made and ensuring that they're paying for that value that we're receiving on those times and those milestone steps. So that's another key area where we've primarily been focused from a Thomson Reuters Elite perspective in helping our customers deliver that value to their own customers, to their legal customers. The other side is matter management. Once we have engaged with a customer, it's ensuring that the team is assembled and ensuring that the proper steps are being made to ensure that that engagement is successful and that all team members are in unison delivering the value that was promised to the customer during the opportunity harvesting and the business development activities that took place. Matter management is a common term that is used for a variety of reasons, and we're really narrowing it down in this instance to focus in on the tasks and activities that needed to be complete by the law firm to ensure a successful outcome for the customer and for the law firm as well. There is a business aspect to ensuring that we're delivering the value to the customer on time in the time frames and in the plan that had been set out for that customer, and that is ensuring that you're meeting some of your business objectives from a law firm perspective. So with setting up those activities and managing it from a project and from an engagement perspective, it's vital for the customer and the ongoing relationship with that customer as you move forward. Some of the key elements really that really bring in to account is really around relationship management, retention of that customer as they move forward, and ensuring that we're delivering value to that customer and they will continue to come back to us as a law firm for continued business as we move forward. The relationship is always at the core of what a law firm is trying to achieve for them. And we ensure that within delivering value for our customers to understanding legal project management and matter management is focused around the client themselves. And that's really, really important, and why we call it the life cycle of not just the matter in which you are working on for your client, but also the client themselves. When you look at the needs of a firm holistically, there are a number of elements that go beyond just the practitioner in delivering value to the customer. Thomson Reuters Elite is focused on all of these different elements and operational support mechanisms in delivering that value to those customers. So you have a number of needs that span the different departments that are supporting that process of client and matter management. Whether it's from a CFO, finance department that is concerned about the profitability of an engagement, to your marketing organization that is concerned about customer satisfaction, customer retention, but also in experience management and how do we take what we have done for others and expand that into new opportunities, new customer opportunities, new industry opportunities, to your practitioner. Are we ensuring that we are processing and building on our best practices of delivering the value that differentiates you as a law firm to other law firms in your industry, and able to ensure that quality those quality steps are being met from a process perspective. And that is a lot of the different elements and how you're trying to operate as an organization to deliver that value ultimately to that client on that matter. And technology plays a big part. Technology is driven by the efficiencies. The prophecy of technology is always around efficiencies. And this is important for your technology organization and department internally. What do we need to do from a technology perspective to deliver that value, and ensuring that your best practices are being followed, ensuring that the tasks that need to be completed are being completed. Also, making sure you're aware of any risks of taking on business. Is there conflict of interest risks that are being taken into account when you are taking on business? And what are the continued risks in doing that business as you move forward? Around the practice, are we following the steps that we said we would follow? Are we achieving the goal for our customer that we said we would achieve? It's all an analysis of the data that you're presenting and managing to from a legal project perspective. So the technology organization is wanting to provide the tools and the efficiencies internally to the organization so that the legal practitioner can continue to deliver the value to the customer in more efficient ways and have the information that is available for that customer, for that matter, readily available to that practitioner to support them in that relationship all throughout the phase and the life cycle of those engagements and of that client relationship. So all of these individuals and all of these departments play a key role in delivering that value to ultimately to that law firm client. And as we move forward, what is really important is where do we find that we are managing from a business perspective to generate the value that we are trying to bring as an organization. So as a law firm, when you take into account, we took into account when we did some recent research work, around an average law firm size here that we took a sampling size, we had a 500 timekeeper law firm, which was the average of our results. We're generating roughly around $300 million in annual revenues for this particular law firm. This is just an example, but it shows that roughly around 10% of the revenue that's being generated is being generated on what we would consider unsupported platforms. And this meaning that these elements of unsupported revenue, of alternative fee arrangements, were not being handled by a technology or a system-driven solution. And the important element is behind this is that increases the risk of you actually delivering to that revenue number. For example, if you have a fixed fee arrangement with a customer that includes certain elements, whether they're, they're caps on the work that you're doing, or if it's strictly a fixed fee, or are there different, performance collars, which is, we did this well this far into the project, so, we're getting this in a payment, a premium payment over what is offered as the fixed fee. These types of arrangements are out there, and we are seeing our customers actually engaging in these areas to help drive the benefit and transparency to their legal customer. But a lot of these are being managed what we would call unsystematically, meaning I have this arrangement, but I have to ensure every time we bill this customer that we are lining up to that arrangement, rather than allowing the system or allowing technology to leverage that technology to ensure that we are adhering to the fee arrangements that we had created and agreed to with that particular customer, maybe even on that particular engagement. So these elements create risk, and it creates risk not only financially, but also reputationally. That with that customer and that agreement, we want to ensure that we continue to show what we said we would arrange with you. We will continue to do so, and we will adhere to that as we move forward. Also further is making sure that we are delivering that value in the time that we said we would deliver it. So if it is taking the practice longer to deliver the value, but we're under a fixed fee element, then the margin or the profit that you're generating off of that engagement starts to go down from a business perspective. So there's a lot of elements of risk that can be introduced when turning to alternative fee arrangements in an unsupported world. And again, taking the sampling that we had done in our research, we noticed that roughly around 10% of that revenue that's being generated was unsupported, meaning it wasn't being supported by some of those technology elements that are there that could help. What is being supported is traditional alternative fee arrangements that we don't necessarily call alternative fee arrangements because they have always existed before. These are reduction in rates. So I may give you a 10% discount based on customer loyalty. Those elements are largely supported because those have been arrangements that were common practice before, let's say, before the credit crisis of 2008. So these are the elements that we look at when we are looking at, the element of project management and matter management in that engagement. So as we move this forward, what is really the goal is for the legal practice to ensure that they are supporting the entire revenue systematically, ensuring that a project that is set up for legal engagement with a client is really delivering to that value and ensuring that you're aware of the arrangement that has been made with that customer and ensuring that you're adhering to it. Furthermore, is learning from these alternative fee arrangements that you have set up. So I think it's very, very important, and customers our customers will look at what types of fee arrangements they have set up from a legal project management perspective. So taking as an example, I may engage with a client, put together a fixed fee arrangement with that client, work the matter, complete the matter for them, and then take a look at that in retrospect and say, did we complete the task and activities in the phases that we said we would complete in the time frame that we said we would complete them? And what did it cost the customer versus what we said it would cost the customer? Or what did it cost the business, the law firm, versus what we thought it would cost the law firm? And making adjustments. So in order to make those adjustments, you build a template, for example, that you would use for your next engagement of that type in the future. Those are a really strong element of what project management and legal project management is really about. And what it's driving to is the ability to take the information and learn from that information and help drive a good relationship with your customers, but also a good business practice to incorporating and ensuring that you're meeting business objectives along with those client objectives and legal objectives, the legal practice objectives that you have for them. So there's a number of elements that fall into this that's really, really important for our customers to be able to do just that, to ensuring that you're meeting the objectives of the client and of the business all at the same time. Now, this is all known that these are understanding the business and how the legal practice will contribute to the business. The matter management element of this is ensuring that the tasks and activities that you have completed for that customer are getting complete. So are we addressing the needs of that customer? And this is where our matter management activities come into play. So once you have set up the type of matter that you want to, and the type of arrangement that you want to engage with that customer, you've come to an agreement and you start to engage with that client, then you want to be able to manage that from a matter perspective and ensuring that you have at your fingertips the information, any work product that's being created for them, whether it's any type of document management that you're trying to achieve through that relationship, any tasks that need to be completed from for example, from a court date perspective. If you are looking at the court dates that you're trying to achieve, what kind of date you have to submit a work product for that customer on behalf of that work customer, whatever those dates may be, is ensuring that those tasks are being completed and that you have the right individuals on the team that are completing these tasks for this matter in the time frame that the customer needs it. So these are all really, really important aspects of continuing to manage the matter once it's been engaged. And all the while, from a legal project management perspective, is ensuring that those tasks are being completed and that the finances behind that engagement are adhering to the arrangement and as well as to the business aspect of that. So all of those two really do mesh together from a full kind of client and matter perspective to give you the full view of what is needed to achieve that. A lot of our customers today and a lot of our prospective customers that are coming to us are really illustrating the need to have more visibility into the process of achieving the ultimate goal for their client. That's both internally. They were taking an internal view to their own practice. So you have practice group leaders that are often saying, we're trying to standardize and be best practice, deliver the value that we know we can deliver more efficiently across the different clients that we have and prospective clients that we have. So being able to even illustrate to prospective clients what kind of approach you take that makes you unique, that makes that client want to do business with your law firm. And that's really, really important as we move forward in what these clients are trying to achieve. And giving them a legal project management solution that allows them to set up these templates that show this is how your project would progress given the history of your firm and how your firm uniquely does it for your clients or your customers. And that's really kind of the first thing that clients are coming to us with. They also are looking at ways to price an engagement to effectively meeting the customer's need. The legal customer, the legal client, is coming to the law firm saying, I have price constraints. I'm sensitive to price. And we need to be able to ensure that we still deliver value, but under a price that we can afford. And law firms are looking for ways to put together a project that's prospective in nature, that shows the customer that this is the value that they're going to get, and this is the cost at which they will receive. That is really, really important for our clients today, and probably, if not, right there with the first reason for it as priority, it's certainly a very, very close second. Ultimately, then, our customers are wanting more and more information to ensuring that they are delivering that value to the customer. And that's where it comes into delivering that value and having a matter management system that they can quickly go and look at the activities that are being performed on a matter, the documents that are being created, any financials, outstanding balances on, for example, accounts receivable. All of these things being consolidated under one view for that matter is really, really important for our clients today as well, because we've increased the visibility up front as to how that engagement will proceed. We want to ensure that that information is kept up to date and that activities proceed in order to achieve the goals that you have been transparent about to that customer in the upfront building of that relationship. So all that being said, it's really important from our perspective that we look at that holistically and really try to deliver solutions that at Thomson Reuters Elite, delivering solutions to our customers that meet those needs that they're having and those growing needs that they're having. Another piece of information that I thought I would share with you today is how are law firms responding to some of these demands? This is a question I get a lot when talking to customers, and I figured it would be a good thing to share with you today is when we look at our customers today and they're asking, okay, well, how are other firms structurally, organizationally, structurally responding to this need? Who's in charge of handling, for example, pricing for engagements for prospective clients or prospective matters on existing clients that we have? And the answer isn't necessarily that there is one method in which law firms are consistently moving to. But I can say this, that our customers are, and law firms in general, are moving towards having some individuals responsible for pricing in the organization. So that's really, really important. And ultimately, what we are delivering is a value at the end where we're providing solutions that allow our customers to put together the pricing for legal project management under our Engage solution. So this allows them to put together that template and to manage to the tasks and activities for that. And also from matter management perspective is having a matter sphere, a central point of entry to all things related to the matter and the activities that are being performed on it. Combined, these help provide a full holistic picture of a matter and client life cycle that does deliver the value in which these customers are looking to achieve.